Eric Schwartz, the
I got to
goalie's
say,
dad, what a beauty.
you had way more energy than him. Like, it's, you know, if he does play-by-play for their team and you do play-by-play for us, obviously, it's amazing energy. Maybe he was just unconfident in your presence. Oh my God, Shub. Is that Shuby?
Yeah, he's on the puck.
That may be a penalty shot if they decide. Their
It's
coach
under
is,
Clutter's glove at the moment. As it went off Shuby's skate, he put it in under
it did
Clutter's
hit the
glove,
post.
so.
It hit the post. It floated in there, and Shuby came to the rescue and ended up crashing to the post with the puck underneath, a little bit underneath everything.
Are we live? Why don't I have it?
Nope.
It'll be Yale dumping it into the corner. He's looking for Christini off the right there to defend. Oh. Puck gathered in. It's Lynn for Philly to the corner for Christini. He'll center one. Comes the whole way to Lynn.
Oh,
Blocker
big save.
saved by Clutter. Trying to make sure we're actually on here. There we are. We are live. We're good. All right, perfect. Dini checking in. Her boy Press in net for this one.
Big save just a moment ago off the stick of, I believe, Lynn. Been a standout player in these games, watching him. Big kid, fast, strong skater.
Penguins Paris is off sides on the play. Hartman was just over the line as Paris entered. Another face-off. These have been good back and forth contests here between both these squads. Flyers, certainly a deep, talented squad. Penguins have been matching them back and forth, so this should be an exciting third game of the series. Hard-fought, battling games. As the puck is in the Penguin end, it'll be Merlot to it. He'll slap it around for Hartman. Hartman centering one. Coates in there to pick it off for Philly, but Villela takes it right back off the stick of Carter. No icing here. As Hartman crashes in, Davino and he come together. Puck bouncing around in front. Shot, bang through on net, and Schwartz able to cover it up. Hartman getting batted about in front of the cage. Here we go with an offensive zone face-off. It looks like it'll be Armstrong, Filiaggi, and Evans with Starr and Julius. Puck will come back to Starr at the point. Banked off the boards, tries to get it deep. Schulberger for Philly sends it back out the center where Armstrong swipes it into the offensive end. Filiaggi on the puck pressure, unable to get control. It'll come free to Davino, I think. No, that's Andrew. Bouncing puck controlled by Christini. He's in on an offside play. So a little back and forth, a little rubby-shovey here early on, and some offside plays, a little disjointed, I feel like, to start this one.
A little choppy.
Happy to have you guys joining us from all over. We know big presence. Both these teams with a big following in the Great North up in Canada. So I know we're streaming live up there, as well as all across the grand old US of A, as Evans picks it up at center ice. Remember to follow us on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and of course subscribe here as Evans weaves in. Carries around, possesses to the corner. Darts in off the wall, winds, fires, Schwartz with the save. Rebound in front for Armstrong, who's sent crashing to the ice as he digs for the puck.
A good play through the neutral zone leading to that as Evans did pick up the puck, used his defenseman. They did a little regroup, which is a really smart play. And that indirect off the boards, Evans with a full head of steam all the way around the net, cut to the middle. Armstrong was there for the rebound. I don't know if he got all of it, but nonetheless, Schwartz sprawled out, stuck to that post. Big save.
Shuby knocked down in front. Puck comes free. Shot by Real. Gobbled up by Schwartzy. So the Penguins putting on some pressure here on the Flyers about 5 minutes into period one. Face-off tied up. Wu and Coates in. It'll be Albu coming free. Ofterhide there to turn it over at center. Off the boards for Real, who swipes it all the way into the Flyer end. Davino back to pick it up for Philly.
And Albu's a nice skater. Hey, he's got some pop.
Awesome family too. His parents, great people. I've run
Really?
into him a couple times throughout the travels. Russian actually. Family. Great,
Yeah, he can
great
skate.
people.
Kid's a good skater.
Davino in behind, pressured by Real. Real will play takeaway. To the point for Villela. D to Merlot. Merlot with some room as he chops it in front of the bench. Backside feed, there's Real. And just firing it into the chest protector there on a great cross ice feed by Merlot.
That was awesome. Low to high, switching sides, spreading them out, and Real finding that seam on that weak side. Used the width of the ice a couple times, and Schwartz tracked it all the way across. I think Real just had to catch that double clutch maybe before he shot. Just gave Schwartz enough time to get over, under control, make that save.
That's the definition of creative. We always talk about finding the passing lane. That was where they created the passing lane.
Yeah, and that's what, good puck movement and quick puck movement can do. Good job by Merlot on that pass. Real heads up.
Villela swipes it all the way into the Philly zone to be picked up by Cristini. He'll try to weave through, banking it off the wall. Merlot gets to it, chops it back to the line. It'll be Brody Carter in front of the Penguin bench. Over for Starr to Hartman, picked off by Cristini. He'll weave in. Sending it to Lynn. Lynn with a heavy shot, kicked out by Clutter and covered.
Those passes in the neutral zone, just kind of game one, we saw a few more turnovers in game two, would you say?
Yes.
And a little bit more sure of where your guys are, not just popping it to guys, hoping it'll get to them, and a little poise, some little poised plays.
Penguins definitely played a really good second game there, getting the early advantage, but then also I thought they did a great job being on the proper side of the puck with a lead. They didn't get caught, give up too many odd man rushes to this quick and talented Flyers team. They were often going through 4 or 5 Penguins to check, and Clutter had a phenomenal game. As Evans chips it out the center, Johnson will beat him to the puck, firing it back up for Coates. Pressured by Armstrong. Defended well by Julius as the puck pops free at center. Back for Davino. Davino to McCormick. Starr will cut in front of him. All the way to the corner. He'll leave it there for Julius. Julius will spin up the wall. Up for Evans. Evans immediately to the middle. Good read by McCormick to keep it in. Fired to the corner for Starr. Kind of feel like a bit of a lull here. This could get dangerous for the Penguins if they don't organize here and get the puck out. Now it's Evans. He can't control. Cristini picks it off. No real dangerous plays yet, but the Penguins are stuck in their end. And there's another turnover. This one will come free, though, to center for Evans. He's tackled from behind.
He's got it still. He doesn't know it. He's looking for a penalty.
Yale comes free. Fires it to the Penguins and set up by Clutter. Julius up the wall for Schub. Tries to go indirect for Real. Almost had him.
Yeah, I think the little communication. Hey, the bench maybe could say, hey, chip, chip, chip.
Pressure by Wu. Comes free to Starr. He'll gain the red line. It's gloved out of the air by Yale. Flyers a long team, heavy, long, big defenseman. You got Schulberger and Yale out there now. They've got Johnson, who's a big defenseman as well.
We called these two the Twin Towers when we were on a team with them in the summer. Yale and Schulberger. Big, strong kids.
As Wu pressures, Schulberger uses the body to protect the puck, rims it around for Yale. Yale sends it cross ice off the stick of Schub, but gathered by Cristini. He's knocked, sent flying to the ice by Schub. Looks like we've got referees who are going to let him play here. It's been equal, but kind of back and forth. It's off of a glove of a player leaning over the bench. When do they start to sit down, Colby?
What do you mean?
On the bench. Instead of the lead over players, they want to get out for that next shift, so they're all lined up on the bench leaning over.
I don't know. I don't know when that happens. I remember, coaches yelling, sit down, sit down. They can't see, right?
Yeah.
This is when they start getting bigger. Maybe that's when it happens.
But the coaches are like,
when the coaches can't see. Yeah.
Ooh, get out the way.
Yeah.
As Hartman has it in front of the Penguin bench with pressure. They'll bat it about back to Kaminsky. For Johnson and all the way back to the Penguins end. Clutter will set it up for Ofterhide. Heavy off the boards just past Davino, and they'll gather it at center. D-to-D, pressure coming from Hartman. Penguins doing a good job on the forecheck throughout this series. Organized with layers. Like parfait.
Like a nice, perfectly measured parfait.
As a bouncing puck's picked up
Here he
by
goes.
Kaminsky. Big Kaminsky drives in and dumps for the Penguins change. Armstrong, like a missile off the bench, on the forecheck. That forces the turnover to Villela. Tries to spin it down low. It'll be Armstrong battling along the boards. Popping back out to center from Merlot. Here's Cristini getting control, though. He'll pull up, dancing with it. Drives the outside. As Andrew driving the backside, it'll be a pass off the skate of Armstrong, gathered in by Merlot. Taken away by McCormick.
Just one too many stick handles. If just would have popped it ahead there off the wall, they would have been gone.
Pressure by Evans, frees it up for Merlot. Here's Filiaggi in his feet as he's unable to get control. McCormick will dump it to the corner and go in with Villela. Knocked free by Merlot. McCormick able to get there. He'll peel off the wall. We saw this from Evans earlier. Evans getting a stick to it as it's off the side of the cage. Gathered in by McCormick for a hard shot that catches the side of the twine. Cross ice feed off of a Penguin. Right to McCormick, shot in as it's all Flyers right now. Cristini's shot finds the side of the net. Penguins pinned in their end. Rimmed around. Cristini gets to it. He'll toss it all the way to the opposite point for McCormick. Flyers with three guys up high here. Now McCormick goes for the change. Changing with the puck in the offensive zone as Cristini comes in, takes it from Filiaggi. Cristini's shot high and over the cage. Evans gets there but can't get it up the wall, so it's back for Villela. He'll use the dasher to rim it around. Penguins hemmed in their own end. Filiaggi will get rid of it. Goes off the glove of Albu, so no icing here. Penguins changing all five. Cristini gets control. He'll send it cross ice as the Flyers look to complete a change. Wu with it. Skating into a bit of trouble but maintaining possession. Tries to fire it up to Reel, who is at the Flyer line. That's picked off and sent back in behind the Pens net. Coates knocking down Shu, but he gets right back up and controls the puck. Off the referee, it's kept in. Battling for it. Hooked from behind is Julius as he still wedges it out for Wu.
Yep.
In front for Reel, has it poked away by Johnson, back on the Flyers. Albu to Coates. Coates has it swiped away by Starzy. Here's Davino in the Flyer end. Finds his partner Johnson. Reel gives it a swipe, but the Flyers continue to control. Bouncing puck out to Julius at the Penguin line. He'll go to Starr. Up for Wu. Wu kind of let Davino kind of cut in front of Wu there. Wu now to the puck with speed and power, trying to chip it by. Kept in by Johnson.
You see Shuby there? I think that's Shuby. He tried to play the puck. It was at his feet. It went too far behind his feet. And then he got a stick pretzeled at his own feet. That was great. He still got the puck out, though. That's a battle level of Shuby.
He's gotten the puck out a couple of times.
Yeah, you can see that read coming.
As Yale picks off a pass. Here's Hartman with it. Hartman will go hard off the wall and clear the zone. Penguins kind of surviving a bit here. Last 2 minutes of play here in the first period. Wrapped around behind Schwartz. Penguins with a couple real good early chances. The last 5 minutes or so have been a heavy dose of Flyer as the Penguins set things up in the Philly end. Ofterhide, great feed backside. Hartman just shoves it just wide of the cage. Battling in front, turning on one is Paris. It comes free to Ofterheide, who tops it to the corner. Carter after it. Now Paris. Up for Carter.
No, yes. Whoa.
Cross for Hartman that skips just wide. Icing by Philly.
And there's a good shift, a good pushback, puck possession shift, and you can see Philly's just kind of waiting in the weeds on some of these passes.
Evans and Coates in at the dot. Puck controlled by Philly, and McCormick comes out through center. Finds Andrew, who weaves in through the Pens defense, able to get the shot off and a better save. As the puck rolls off Filiaggi's stick. Crashing up is Villela. Hand pass the call.
Good aggressive play by Villela there.
He shows up in these Philly games, that's for sure. You're watching Cine TV here on YouTube. Make sure you hit that subscribe button below. You can hear us talking, hit subscribe. If you're not logged in, it's your Gmail account. If you've got one, you've got YouTube. Armstrong flipping it up for Filiaggi. Stick-to-itiveness there to drive down in front of the Flyer bench. Stays with it, goes backside. Evans just got too deep. As it swiped back out to center. Julius will get to the puck under pressure from a pair. Able to snap it off for Armstrong, who hits Filiaggi. As the horn sounds, we end the first period 0-0 tie here through one. Good back and forth action. But yeah, Penguins, what, 6-2 win over St. Louis yesterday?
Yeah, it was a good game.
When they look good, they look
stinky.
great.
Blues look pretty stinky. They look slow, they look heavy, and they're right. The Pens got their power play working a little bit last night, which has been a problem for them. And Rusty broke out of a little slump he was in, and Kapanen's got a goal-scoring streak, so a lot of things are going good for them right now. And
About 5 goals in the season, 4 in the last 2 games
yeah,
for Cap.
he got a hat trick last night. I got a hat. I was between the benches, landed on me. I threw it on the ice, so I threw a hat on the ice for Cappy last night.
Perfect.
But, yeah, they seem to be okay, rolling decent right now, and the schedule kind of played in their favor with some home games, which was nice.
Yeah, I was able to get to the Vegas game earlier this week. A good comeback win there.
Yeah, down by 2. That's been the weird trend in the NHL this year, just blown leads. And this game here is all tied up, and I think the Pens just a little quicker decision puck movement. This Philly team, as we've seen, can really skate well, and it's there 1 second, it's gone the next with the way these guys can skate for Philly, so it has to be sharp and decisive.
Here's the Penguins star with it to start period number 2. Has it chopped away, here's danger. McCormick coming down the left, pressured by Julius as he'll spin it back in front. Wu there to take it away. Great back pressure by Wu. It'll be Shub, indirect off the wall, trying to spring Reel. It's no icing as Reel gets to it before the line. Schulberger takes it away. Banked off the wall to Julius to keep it the point. He finds Shub cutting through the Flyers' zone. Popping it to the corner. The Flyers are in their orange uniforms for this one with the Junior Flyer logo on the chest. Penguins are in the gin and juice blacks. Pittsburgh from the right shoulder to the left hip as Starr winds, fires Schwartzy there with the glove.
Yep. That was a good play. Just no traffic in front at the time. Schwartz will catch that, and routine save from a long bomb shot from Starr. Nice little give and go action off the wall.
I would love to know what Shuby was saying to Schulberger. Did you see that? Like they were literally
you see down in the corner,
chest to nose.
Yeah,
for sure.
He was yelling into his belly button. Schulberger's a pretty big kid, but I think he gave Wu a little elbow to the head down in the corner. He didn't like Wu hounding him on the forecheck, and
it's sent all the way to the Penguins' end for Ofterheide to find Kaminsky. Off Hartman to Paris. Paris up for Carter. Carter having a dandy of a weekend, fires one. Bouncing puck controlled by Schwartz.
Good breakout there. Everyone involved. Nice play by Paris to pull guys to the middle and pump it back outside to Carter. I don't mind those little pucks at the net like that with guys getting there. It kind of be uneasy for the goaltender with guys barreling down on him.
Nice feed by Paris all the way across for Ofterheide, who wedges it into Carter. Carter can't spin it towards the net. Back comes Philly. It's Cristini on the right. Putting on the Ritz as he sends it to, I think that was McCormick. He tried for Everett. I'm sorry, Yedwab for Everett as the Penguins counterattack here. Carter with it. Ofterheide over to Hartman. Penguins will dump it in, look for a line change. They'll get what they want. Davino with the puck as Evans pressures. He's able to send it all the way up for Everett.
Nope, they just get their guy off the ice. That was a good change by them as their benches, both these benches are way inside the blue line.
Filiaggi weaving in. He'll shoot one down low, misses the net. Armstrong to the rebound, tosses it to the opposite corner for Evans, using the body to protect. Wedges it up the wall for Filiaggi to crash down. Here's Armstrong with it in the Flyer zone. He tries for the corner. It's taken away, but they'll continue to battle. They'll come free to Evans in the corner. He tries to bank it behind Johnson. Johnson with a long reach, taking the puck back. Twisting with it as he lays it back across for Cristini. He'll send it all the way down for icing. Flyers just trying to get it out of their end right now. It'll be Filiaggi, Evans, and Armstrong. Evans to take the face-off to the left of Schwartz.
Looks like he's going ahead with it here.
He does. Chop it ahead. Trying to feed it across for Filiaggi as Coatzin was able to get a piggyback ride from Evans there.
That was offside.
The play comes across. Villela defends. Armstrong gets to it. They'll send it up the wall. Yale couldn't quite control as Coatzin slashes the stick out of Filiaggi's hand. And they are definitely letting them play. Lynn stood up by Villela. Chopped past.
There we go.
Defender by Armstrong. Filiaggi will get there. Feathering it across. Shot from Evans. Shouldered away. Starr keeps it at the point. Looking for the corner to Evans. Off of Armstrong and back out they come. Starr able to track it from behind. Great back check by 77 to disrupt Yedwab.
Uh-oh. It popped right off the bench. I don't think Starzy saw him on that play.
As Evans forces it back to center, Schulberger will get control. Penguins are going to need a change here. This unit's been out a little while. Armstrong gets to
offside
it.
There.
Battling for it. Offside play.
That's those tough benches for these kids. Trying to get off the ice in certain situations, and the gate is about 15 feet inside the zone, so Pens catch a break on that one as they had tired guys on the ice.
The Flyers have Coach Al, looks like working the forward door, and Coach Yale on the D door. Their head coach is Doug McCormick. Speaking of McCormick, Colin with it in the corner. Shot comes from the outside, misses the net. It'll be a breakout for the Penguins.
For real.
Schub up for real, cutting to the inside. He breaks free, fires it backside. And do you mind if we dance with Joe Dates? Jack Reel, blocker side for the 1-0 lead.
And you could see that play happening. The shot from the point, it came around, Shuby right on it, and before the shot was even off the stick, Reel was going, okay, I see, I'm going, I'm anticipating, and Shuby tape to tape, and Reel handled it, a good weight transfer back to the middle, and then he carves a shot back across blocker side to beat Schwartz. Nice shot, nice play, next execution, and anticipation, Jeremy.
Reel was back on it to force it into the Flyer zone. Here comes off of Ofterheide. McCormick's got it. Weaving through, a trip coming up here. You got to call that one as the Flyers put the puck in on an offside play.
Are they calling a penalty? They're not.
Yeah, they're calling a penalty.
Oh, the other guy is. He just doesn't look very confident in doing so. So I was unsure. He doesn't know which guy.
He just took the Penguins' word for it that it was Kaminsky, which it was. But we'll get a trip, and the Flyers will deploy their power play unit. They'll have Christini, McCormick, and Schulberger moving up the forward.
I thought you were going to say Schmidt, McCormick and Schmick. Isn't that a restaurant?
That's a nice little seafood joint. Big fan of every restaurant in America. And then they'll have McCormick and Yale up top. So
the law
Schulberger,
firm.
the big defenseman, jumps into the net front, and McCormick, the forward, controls the point. Lynn will wrap it around for Schulberger.
Go!
Back to the point for McCormick as the Flyers set up the man advantage. Shot from Yale, kicked out by Clutter, picked up by Paris, up for Carter, couldn't quite control, and the Flyers will regroup at center, under pressure from Paris. He fires it up for McCormick, left wing side. Twists in and delays. Schulberger popping free. Controls on the outside, looking for McCormick.
Here we go.
By Paris. It's a 2-on-1 for the Penguins. It's Paris and Carter. Yale defending. Christini on the back check. Paris will wind, fire, and catch the blocker side of Schwartz.
That's funny there. Paris, good stick to break up that pass. They were looking through a seam. And it was funny watching Carter and Paris head up ice almost on a 2-on-1. They couldn't figure out which side which guy was going to, and they were running a little weave drill all the way up, but good decision by Paris to shoot there. Schwartz makes a big save, shorthanded. The Pens did score shorthanded, I believe, in the first game, right, Jeremy?
They did. Evans getting one.
That's right.
Shorty.
Yep.
Star picks the puck up. Penguins end. 10 seconds left on the Flyer advantage.
Gotta go.
Coates defended by Julius. Played around him, back to Johnson at the point. D-to-D play to Davino. Down low, power play expiring for Philly as Julius wins a battle. Can he get it off the boards? He will. Evans won't quite be able to catch up to it, but Armstrong and Evans on the forecheck as they'll rim it around Filiaggi. What nice read to get down and pick it up. He'll battle along the wall. Johnson gets control. He'll find Davino. Evans with the pressure, but he's able to send it all the way up to Albu. Albu to the corner where Star gets control. Good stick work by Albu just to disrupt Star enough, and now we got a battle behind. Julius and Coates. Julius winning another one. Coates with the back pressure. Frees it up in front of his bench. Twisting one in front. Everett with a shot. Kicked away by Star. Rebound gathered in by Armstrong. He'll try the middle. It'll be picked off, but the Penguins back on the puck. Here's Evans. Can't clear. It will clear. It'll come off of his skate.
Just a little slow on plays. Just get it and move it to the guy. Get it and move it to the guy. One extra stick handle's making it real tough for the Pens to get organized.
As it comes off a Flyer glove on their bench, we'll get a whistle and a face-off. It'll be a neutral zone draw. Wu set to take it. Flyers go forward, freeing Lynn up down the side. Backhander. Clutter's got. Oh, Clutter doesn't have it. It gets through. Matty Lynn ties the game at 1 here in the second.
Just enough to get through, hey? They set up this Lynn wide off this neutral zone face-off, and they did that last time, too.
Yeah, Penguins have to be careful there when
Just
they go forward.
Backhander. Looked like it might. Did you think it rode up on the goaltending switch?
Schwartz comes out.
We'll be sharing game 3.
Lou comes in.
Travel all this way. I like the idea of that. It's good move. Let your guys equally split the 3 games, and here's Lynn again.
Lynn powers to the outside, defended by Villela. Bouncing puck, battled for by Wu. He'll get control. Up for Schub, twisting it out to center. He's trying to spring reel again. Jack Reel's going to owe Shuby some like a dinner. If we can spring him another time. Here's Wu with it in the Penguins' end. He'll get Reel. Reel up the outside, around Yale, but taken away by Christini. He'll rim it around for Lynn. He's playing it out to center for where Kaminsky gathers. Kaminsky fans on one. Here's Yedwab breaking free. Firing. Clutter gets to it. Poked away by Ofterhide.
Here we go.
Chopped that by Reel. He'll get it to Shub. Shub tries for Wu. Lynn on the back check takes it away. Lynn winds, fires, breaks a twig. As Ofterhide gets control. Shuby forces it into the Philly end. We want to thank all of you for subscribing all over. We've jumped up 13 subscribers today, so thanks for that, everyone. If you're not, get on board. Click that subscribe button below. As it's Andrew with it to Coates, and he's going to get tripped up. This time it'll be Hartman who's going to head to the box for the Penguins, and we're going to see that dangerous. They're playing with fire, Colby.
Yeah, they are, and a couple tripping penalties. Just getting there, the angles off maybe, and checking. And I think we have a stat on this, don't we? It's like the most called penalty.
Yes, at this age, it is by far the
It's
most
like
called infraction.
86.4%. I think our stats team put that together for us. Big analytical project we had them doing, and
the best stats and data team in the biz as Paris.
there it is.
Just couldn't quite clear.
Is that communication? It has to be. Like, you got to have other guys telling them there's guys on you, and I know that you're outnumbered, but
Short side shot off a Clutter swipe back in front. He gets it underneath him.
he
Clutter holds the puck up.
kind of slipped off his post there as
Able to get it in the glove.
yeah, he kind of fell off the post, and the guy threw it right back. Could have banked off him and in, but Clutter, nifty little glove save.
Paris and Carter excellent on that first penalty kill as well as it's wedged to the point.
Oh, yeah.
Yale to Schulberger. Schulberger, he'll laser one into the corner, and the Flyers take the lead on the power play. Playing with fire.
It was a clean face-off win, and the Pens just had a hard time in that moment sorting out who goes to where, and a quick pass right over to Schulberger. He had all day to walk in the middle and take a couple steps down Fifth Ave and crank it. Snapped it top corner, a little laser beam right on it.
It'll be Evans chipping it by Davino, getting control. Centering one, just couldn't get it through. Penguins will pressure. Rimmed around, crashing down is Armstrong. Just couldn't get a stick to it, so Merlot will gather at center. He sends it off the wall, indirecting for Evans, who comes crashing up through Davino and a number of other Flyers. Filiaggi working.
He's got him.
Oh, Armstrong gets control, just couldn't snap it through to Evans. I don't know that he had the passing lane under pressure from Everett. Johnson will send it behind. Davino up the wall for Albu. Albu defended by Ofterhide as it's popped in behind.
Go.
Rimmed around, here's Johnson. Battling with Armstrong, bouncing puck to the middle. Evans swipes and it comes free for a one-timer by Albu. Armstrong gets there, goes Paul Bunyan to try to chop it out. It'll be Merlot high off the glass, bouncing puck kept at the line by Johnson. Glove down by Merlot, but right to Coates, and Coates and backside Yedwab with a backhander off the glove of Clutter. Centering pass comes free. Evans will take it from Lynn, and the Penguins will clear the zone. Flipping it all the way in on Lou, who gloves it. Penguins get a change. Penguins
Other side, you got to
real
go.
late on that change. They only had 4 guys for a while.
We still have the problem of getting stuck on one side of the ice. We don't want to stretch the ice and make them skate or work. We keep wedging it into traffic, and I call it the beehive. They just keep trying to ram it in where everyone is.
Reel takes it away. He's got Wu with him. Reel and Wu. Sending it backside. Sliding save
what a
by
save.
Lou.
What a save right there. Great pass by Reel. Little slip pass for a bang play to Wu.
And a better save by the Flyer netminder. Here's Schulberger with the puck. He'll send it up to Christini.
Look at that. They did it
All the way
twice.
across to McCormick. A heavy shot from McCormick misses the cage. Here's Shuby. Up for Reel. Reel with Schulberger one-on-one. He'll wind fire and get the glove. This goaltender's gigantic.
Monster, yep. A couple good saves since coming into the game. And you see on that play by Philly coming up ice, they went strong side to weak side, then back across. It's open ice. It stretches defenders out, makes players' teams chase. That's what I was talking about earlier.
Julius down low for Hartman. Up top for Starr. Heavy shot blocked by Albu. No clear, but it's icing. And we'll come back to the Flyer end. About 3:22 to play here in the second period. 0-0 through one. The Flyers have come back after the Penguins scored first to make it 2-1.
Yeah, power play goal right now, the difference.
Face-off controlled by Starr. Down low for Carter. Carter back to Starzy. Starzy over for Hartman. Hartman back to Julius. Penguins doing a great job moving the puck here. And they open things up as it comes free to Paris. Paris trying to twist it in behind. They'll battle as the puck jumps out. There's a shot from Starr that just over the cage.
Starzy was just lurking in that high slot, ready to pounce on any little play.
Best offensive possession, I think, of the game so far.
Yep.
For the Penguins as Hartman gets control. And ultimately, it's Johnson coming away with it. Noble Johnson weaving in. Carrying to the outside. Dumping it in behind for a puck that comes off the skate of Paris and through the crease. Here's Christini with the puck. He tries for Albu. Hartman reads it, picks it off, and Paris able to get it to Carter. A bouncing puck controlled by Schulberger back to the center ice line where Christini weaves in. He tries to center one. It's off the back of the cage to the opposite side. Christini still on the puck. He'll send it out to Schulberger, but he's at center. Dumping it in are the Flyers. Clutter will set it up. Comes three to Julius. Paris, his pass picked off, swiped out the center by Paris.
And the long change becoming an issue here for the Penguins now as they've been out there for a couple minutes. Flyers were able to get a quick little change in.
Schulberger down low for Lid. Taken away by Paris. He'll wedge it up the wall to Hartman. Hartman sends a bouncing puck. Schulberger way back at the Flyer blue line there. The Starr gets control. He'll drive to center red. All the way to the Flyer zone.
He's going to have to eat it down there. Just eat it.
Penguins changing.
Other side, other side.
Back
Backside.
comes Philly. Armstrong defending as it goes to the corner for McCormick. Now Starr. Here's Armstrong. Armstrong right up the wall to be kept by Yale, but pressured by Filiaggi. It comes out to center. Johnson over for McCormick. He'll feather it all the way back behind the Pens net again.
Star's going to need a horse steroid for his lungs here.
As Evans wedges it up. He's still out there. I didn't even realize that.
Yeah.
He was the whole way in that corner.
He did the whole rush. He'd already been out there for 2 minutes leading up to that.
Boy.
Take
Evans
it, take it, get there.
Chops it down to Filiaggi.
Ugh.
Taken by Johnson and carried behind. Albu with it. Cuts to the middle.
Whistle.
Puck will come in on Clutter. Go! Pens will get a face-off, 18.5 to play. The Flyers will have something drawn up here, I'm sure. It'll be Filiaggi to take the draw. Out to the point for Johnson. Down low on a rim play. Albu gets it.
Where's our centerman?
As we battle here, it'll be chopped at by Everett. Picked up by Evans. He's able to chop it towards the center as time expires on period 2. We see 2 Flyer goals and a Penguin goal in the second frame.
Yeah, another close game.
Some chances at both end. Wu with that great feed from Real. Just kept out.
Yeah, that was a good play.
We've seen Clutter at the other end make a number of big saves as well.
He has. Just a little quicker with our decision making, play making, I think. For the Pens here to get themselves out of pressure a little bit. One extra stride, one extra stick handle seems to be a little bit of the difference right now. As we've seen, this Flyers team is, I think every kid on their team is a pretty strong skater and heads up player. They good reads, they can pick a lot of plays off with their skating and hockey decision making. It all comes down to this, the rubber match. Third period, Jer Bear. Cine Swirl, we've got it for you. 2-1 game. Sunday morning, Sunday fun day.
Yeah, later on today, Steeler game, 1 o'clock.
1 o'clock Steeler game. I will be flying to Toronto.
Oh.
You know, they're tired of paying me and not having me do work. I just collect paychecks up there, and they said, hey, enough's enough, kid. We need you to come and dance for your dinner.
So you'll be
I'll head
hosting,
up there for,
what are we going to be doing up
I
there?
head up there for 4 days, and I'm just doing a little branded content shoot. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, back Thursday. Actually have to miss a Penguins game early next week to do this, but I got people, you know, high demand right now, Jer. High demand.
Springboarded by your Cine TV career.
And my Cine TV contract, which set the bar in the industry.
0.0.
Yeah.
As the Flyers ice it.
But it makes it all worth it when, you know, you see the smiling and see the smiles and feel the embrace of Mr. Villela.
Over in the box with his compatriot,
No.
Mr. Aufderheim.
Actual Mr. Villela.
Oh, yes.
The
Mr.
the
Frank,
real Mr. Villela.
The big man.
The big man.
As Schulberger leans on Real, it's swiped to the corner. Yale picks it up. Wu on the forecheck.
You're gonna go. You gotta go.
Over for Christini. He's
you go.
around Julius and free. In on Clutter. He'll wind and fire off the side of the cage. Julius gets it to the area in the half wall where Kotzen picks up.
And we're all kind of messed up defensively here. Good job.
Clutter able to hold on to it and get a whistle.
Yeah, and it stars he wanted to go and then didn't go, and then you're stuck at that point as they make a good play and an outlet and whip it over to Christini in full head of steam.
Actually, I guess that was Yedwab. I thought it was
Was it
Christini
Yedwab?
coming down. He's got that jersey tucked in. It was tough
He
to
can
tell.
scoot pretty good. And
He had a big goal in the first game. Went roof city on that one.
goes switch sides.
Parrish will pull it out the Star. Up for Carter, defended well by Yedwab. The Penguins will dump it all the way down. It's icing. It'll be Paris at the dot. Won by Christini, backside feed, drawn up play, and the Flyers take a 3-1 lead.
It's another face-off play. Last one was on the power play and just slow getting to places, but
Penguins don't tie up that wing there. As
I'm gonna look
Christini
at it
popped
again.
it forward. There's 3
Yeah.
Penguins there. None of them touch
No, that's
Andrew on the backside.
communication again too. These guys like to yap it up in the room, like to yap it up with each other, and then they get on the ice and they've got a muzzle put on. And if a guy comes in for a draw and you can see that he looks like he's going to go forward, say to your centerman, he's going forward, help him out. And everyone kind of aware, they kind of hid that. I think everyone knew that he looked like he was going forward on that.
Here's McCormick with it in the Flyer end. Back for Johnson. Cross ice feed off the skate of Andrew, the most recent Flyer goal scorer, giving them the 2-goal cushion. Most dangerous lead in hockey, though. Here comes Carter to the offensive end. High slot for Hartman, driving in, getting the shot through. But it's stopped and covered. Go! Let's go! It'll be Filiaggi to take the faceoff. Flanked by Armstrong and Evans. 1 to Evans. Shoving it back for Kaminsky. Down low for Armstrong. Centering pass comes to Albu.
Get on him.
Forecheck there, frees up the play to Armstrong in the corner. Forces it further to Filiaggi. They'll battle along the wall. Ultimately, it's Kotsin coming away with it. Bouncing puck controlled by Albu. Left for Kotsin. He'll weave in onside. Pressure coming from Armstrong. Left to Evans. Evans at Filiaggi. Filiaggi will escape the zone, wedging it down the wall. Evans crashing through. Couldn't get it all the way in, and it'll be regrouped by the Penguins. Heavy off the wall. Starr kind of shot it at Evans there.
Yeah. It's nice.
It'll be icing on Philly. We'll go back to the other end. Hey!
You know, on that little regroup play there by Starr, that's where I'd like to see. They get possession back, organize another regroup so it's not disjointed. You know, the more organized you are with your guys, you know, buy some time and turn it right back up into there.
Christini's clearing attempt, glove down by Starr, but taken away. It's a 3-on-1 for Philly. It's Lynn coming in, looking backside, batting it out of the air is Christini. And the Flyers have made it 4-1.
A nice little bat out of the air, hand-eye coordination. And then looked like he did like a video game celebration to the crowd in the corner. Like there's nobody there.
He's demonstrative.
He went through the 3 video game celebrations. Nice hand-eye though by Christini.
Woo, tries to go cross ice for Shub. It's batted out of the air by Yedwab. Penguins have to be careful here not to let this one get too far away. The Flyers will not stop coming. I can guarantee you that.
Yeah. I don't blame them. They got to drive home after this, right? And leave it all on the ice if you can.
Woo at the dot. Far side face-off circle. Kotsin will swipe it over to Andrew. Poked by Shub, he's gone. Davino coming back. He's got reel as it bounces around. He centers one. Gloved by Woo and cleared by Philly. It'll be icing.
And puck just wouldn't stop rolling for Shuby. You can see his frustration. Couldn't get that thing to settle down. And coaches were telling him to cut in. He couldn't get control of the puck. Thing kept rolling away from him.
Paris on the draw. Yale under pressure from Hartman. He'll spin away from it. Nice move there by the Flyer defenseman. Up off of Merlot, controlled by Andrew to the Penguin zone where Merlot takes it back. They'll go to Villela. Up for Hartman, tap pass to Paris, and the Penguins are back into the Flyer zone. Penguins pushing back here, trying to cut this lead. McCormick will spin it all the way across. As between the legs of Kaminsky for Ofterhide. He'll leave it for Paris. Now Hartman. Hartman to Ofterhide. Ofterhide leads the rush out. He finds Paris. Nice feed all the way through. The Penguins forward. Between the legs, wedging one in. Lou with the save.
Lou's played well. Lou's played well coming into this game.
He's from Maryland. Their goalies, one from New Jersey, one from Maryland. As a bouncing puck goes over the stick of Filiaggi, gathered in by McCormick. Trying to go backside for Cristini. Comes off of the Penguin defenseman into the air. He tried to whack it out of the air as well. The Flyers control now in the Penguin zone. Worked up high for a shot that's blocked by Brody Carter. Back in front, Everett. Back pressure by Carter. It'll be Hartman. Up to the line, but no further as Johnson gloves it. Now Carter trying to clear. Cristini takes it away. Heavy off the boards for Davino. Whacked back in by Albu. Penguins kind of stuck on the ice here. Filiaggi was able to get a change. He's fresh. Everybody else is at the end of a shift here as the Penguins make a change. Whacked back in by Philly, set up by Clutter. Star there. He'll go over to Armstrong. Armstrong pushes it forward as it's swiped away by Coates, and here's Everett. High short side shot misses. It'll rim around. Albu keeps Evans pressures. It'll come free to Filiaggi. He goes high off the glass, just past Evans, who's going to pressure Yale. Rimmed around by Yale, picked up by Albu. Filiaggi there. Now Coates in for Philly through center. Driving wide. Pressured by Starr to the outside. Followed up by Filiaggi. Starr working, battling. Coates tries to pick the puck up, I think. As he'll send it in front, Clutter will get it with the glove. 8:48 to play second.
Seemingly harder and harder to get out of their end and get going here.
Penguins making another line change, keeping them short there. I know Filiaggi had been out a while. I think those wings had just come on the ice.
Yeah, they get hemmed in their own end. It's not the first time this game.
As Wu gets control. Around for Villela, up for Real. One touch to the speedy Wu. Penguins power forward into the offensive zone. Drives back to defense. Lays it up high for Real. Come off of him to Villela. Back down low for Real. He tries to send it to Merlot. It's cut off by Yedweb. But Merlot out battles there to get it down low to Shub. Up high for Villela. They go low to high. Bouncing puck. Unable to get on net as it's sent in front for Wu, who pushes it just wide. Now Cristini winds up through the neutral zone. Cuts to the middle. Shub with a heavy collision there. And
I don't know what Shuby's supposed to do, though.
They'll call the body check.
Yeah, the kid cuts right into the middle into him. Shuby's coming over to check him. He dangles into the middle right into Shuby. It's just say excuse me. Cristini up. He looks all right.
Coach Hannon having a discussion with the officials, saying the same thing you are. He cut right back into Shub.
So
if you're going to win this one, you better call Saul, because I think the Pens will be on a penalty kill, no matter the outcome.
Yeah.
Face-off will be in the Penguin zone. And they're going to, are they giving him an extra penalty? No.
No.
I saw movement on the Penguin bench. I thought they were going to have to send somebody to the box. I don't think so. Good. All right, a minor penalty on Schub for the body check. They were swapping water bottles. Christini is fine. He's out there to take the face off as the Flyers set up the power play. Shot comes in from Yale. That's knocked down by Kaminsky. Gathered by Aufderheide. He'll send it up. Offside play at the line. Schulberger just over the blue line. It'll be Paris to take the draw. Penalty killing unit of Kaminsky and Aufderheide with Paris and Carter. Flyers deploy their traditional power play. You know, actually Jedwab out here, it looks like. On the one side, no McCormick. As Christini comes across off of Jedwab's stick to Schulberger. He'll control as 4 Flyers kind of line up at the top and then attack. A timed play there, it looked like, as it came off the shoulder of Linen wide. Sending it back out in front. Nice defensive play by Aufderheide, able to clear the zone. Halfway through the penalty to Schub. Filiaggi pressures. Over to McCormick. McCormick out there now with Kotsin and Schulberger. They'll send it all the way across to Yale. Down low, Lynn. Backdoor feed. Cunning across to make the save is Clutter. Filiaggi will get to it. Wedging it all the way out to center. Lynn will take it away. Penguins changing behind the play. Able to get new bodies on is a poke check by Starr. Is sent all the way across to be chopped out by Julius. Filiaggi with the pressure. Off the stick of Julius, right to McCormick. His shot finds iron. As Julius comes across, Penguins kill it off. He'll send it indirect off the boards. Can Evans get to it? No, he won't. Yale chops it away from him. Bouncing puck at center as 3 players come together. It'll be Filiaggi getting it. Off of Hartman, driving in. And Schulberger able to control. Over to Andrew as the Flyers come in on side. All the bodies hit the floor at the feet of Schulberger.
And Schulberger's parents are going, please don't fall on my stick, kid stick. Don't hit my kid stick. Don't hit my kid stick. Don't break my kid stick.
It'll be Christini and Filiaggi at the dot, just outside the Penguin line. These officials doing a lot of minor 2-inch adjustments on the wings here at the draws as Evans will dump it in. Filiaggi on the forecheck against Johnson, able to dislodge the puck. Evans gets to it, cuts around behind, tries to center it. It comes off the defender to the corner where Armstrong battles up for Evans. Armstrong sticking with it, able to get it to Evans, cutting to the middle, firing over for Villela. Couldn't get the shot off the stick. He'll send it off the side of the cage where Evans chops at it. He is absolutely murdered from behind. As the puck's under Lou.
Flyers have 9 guys on the ice. 3 on the bench.
It'll be an offensive zone draw for the Penguins. Wu. Battling with real shot by Villela. Blocked by McCormick and out comes Lynn. Defended by Villela. Spinning around was Jedwab. He'll fire it around behind the Penguins bench. Or behind the net, not their bench. Reel gets to it. He tries to bank it off the boards to Schub. Second chance does. Schub in.
Everyone's
controlling. Defenders are changing. He'll fire it back out to center ice.
No one driving through. I mean, where's Shuby? Should throw it behind the net.
Kaminsky. Dumping in, and Penguins will battle. Out with it comes Lynn. Over for Jedwab, in for Yale. 2-on-1 develops here for the Flyers as Yale goes to the backhand. Clutter with a big stop. Wu along the wall. Here's Aufderheide, twisting with it. He'll go to Wu. Wu up for Reel. Reel catches it on the backhand and drives in left wing side. He'll go to the dump and change. Hartman's on, firing down into the offensive zone. Alfterhide wants an interference call as he was pinned against the wall by McCormick away from the puck. Here's Carter with it. Up for Paris. Over for Hartman. Hartman and Christini collide. Johnson gets to it right in front of the scorer's box. Paris will pull it out, sending it across to Alfterhide. He'll bank it for the offensive zone where Davino twists with it for the Flyers. Up for Coaten. Just past the line, controlled by Julius, who darts back in onside. Julius to the corner. Bumped by Davino, controlled by Christini. Out to the point, no further is Starr. He'll fire it in. Julius crashing through the middle, tries to deflect it. It'll be picked up and cleared. Hartman's going to get a penalty for hitting Christini.
You can see that one coming, and
Can't lay that on there. It gets fuzzy on our end.
Christini got the puck, and Hartman just got there late, and he was going to beat him. Just reach for a piece of him on that play.
3:40 to play. Flyers 4, Penguins 1, and the Flyers are going to go to the power play. Christini, Coaten, Andrew, Johnson, and Davino. As they control it, they go back to Davino at the point, pressured by Carter, who fires it in behind Starr. Gathers for the Penguins. Coaten and heel battle. Andrew over as well. Paris gets control. Up for Carter. Carter can't clear. Julius will. As they work in front of the Penguin bench. Davino for Philly. Gains the zone onside. Twists up. Controls at the line. Finds Johnson. Backside feed for Andrew. Picks it up on the backhand. His centering pass cut off by Paris. Paris and Carter have been dynamite on the PK for the Penguins as Paris drives in. He'll send it deep. Christini winds up in his own end. Pressured by Filiaggi. Off the stick of Yale. Wedged all the way into the Penguin zone by Albu. It'll be Everett getting there and firing it behind to Villela. Up for Evans. Evans up the wall, out of the zone. As Yale gets control, he pulls it in the inside, finds Albu, outside to McCormick. He'll send one in, deflects off of Clutter. Evans to it in the corner. Evans driving up the left wing side, sends it for Filiaggi, a bouncing puck, just avoids his stick. McCormick knocked down as he goes into the boards. Grabbing his leg seems to be okay as the Flyers come back. It's Armstrong. Penalty over on the Penguins. Filiaggi has it off of his stick.
Too many men.
Yeah, Christini up playing the puck as they were changing. Armstrong knocked down on an offside play. Faceoff will be outside the Flyers zone.
Under the 2-minute warning here.
As Lynn escapes with the puck. Dangles down the line, dumps it behind on Alfterhide.
Lynn looked like the Incredible Hulk there, just throwing Penguins players off.
Kaminsky able to bump a Flyer off the puck, freeing it up for the rim around by Filiaggi. He'll escape out the center where Lynn takes it back. Now Evans.
Oh.
Tripped on the play, and the Penguins will get a power play. Lynn will head off for tripping. The Penguins are the man advantage. Let's hope it's not for 1:26. That's the remaining time in the period. Let's hope the Penguins can get one here. Penguins are going to have Real, Wu, and Shub with Starr and Julius. Julius to Starr. Starr tries to set up here. He goes off the boards. Nice pass to Wu. Back for Starr. It's just out of the zone. So the Penguins will regroup. Real spins it back to Star. Up for Real. He'll gain the zone onside. Shub crashes. Julius trails. Real fires one off the pad. Rimmed around, and it's picked up by McCormick for a shorthanded chance here. Star defending. Forces him to the outside. Chops at it. McCormick tries to pull it around Clutter, and it just rolled off his stick. Wu with it. Battling McCormick as McCormick pins it along the wall.
Uh-oh.
Time ticking down. You hope McCormick doesn't get stepped on here.
Yeah.
He's down on his knees as Coates will come in and pin it. And the stick banging was supposed to be eliminated from the benches here in USA Hockey, but the Flyer bench getting into it as they're going to come away with 2 of the 3 here in Pittsburgh. What'll look like a 4-1. Well, I don't know. Wu sends one in front. Comes free. Bouncing puck cleared out by Philly. It'll be Schulberger potentially on a break as time expires. And the Flyers victorious here in Pittsburgh in the 3rd and final game. So the Penguins get 1 from the Flyers on the weekend. And we will see you, I believe, next week in Ohio. Beautiful Ohio. Where our home away from home. I'm not sure who we play, actually. Let me get you that info. Anybody know who we play next week?
I have no clue.
I think we're in Ohio on Saturday, perhaps. Windy City Storm for a pair. So welcome the team from Chicago to our home away from home in Chicago, or in Ohio. We'll see you then.